love. As the moon appears from under a cloud, our evening orb then shines so proud. Thus loving you, I soon nibble your ear on a black night that arrives truly clear. As under the moon we remain to meet, your lips are cherries so ripe and sweet. They cling to mine so cool and so wet. You are my love, so dear my pet. These stars soon come out to play. The nightly ball is then here to stay. I bless the night more than the day. My heart a sponge, not made of clay. My love for you is always and ever true. I'm ready to give all of my life to you. Your skin quite white beside the moonlight glistens bright with love's rich dew tonight. You are so radiant with your passion. My love for you is this night's fashion. I long for your tender, warm embrace. The moon's rays alight your open face. Kiss me as many are the stars that loom. You make me swoon before the moon, and I can't believe that it's already June. 4 months we've loved under the moon. The nightly part of the day is now ours. Under the moonlight and the stars, we own the night and all its parts. We know the love that's in our hearts. Thank you. I submitted that poem to Highland Park Poetry Contest, and I dedicated it to a loving couple, Tina Marie Penn and her husband, Robert Hare, tonight at their reception for the Bizathian Writers Group tonight. Finally, the poem, The Machines of Death. He is breathing his last breaths, hooked up to tubes as well as intravenous bags full of drugs, painkillers and sedation chemicals. His breaths are labored as he hangs on, apparently awaiting all three of his relatives to appear. Slowly each appears in the early hours. First to come is his oldest brother, called by the hospital's intensive care unit staff to consider whether to put an end to inevitable suffering. Next, after frantic calls and texts, appears his younger sister. The oldest will not be alone to make the terrible decision to come. The second oldest eventually appears in the early daylight hours of the morn. He was originally uncertain of his timing of arrival soon enough to see the dying. Tubes and plastic bags, these are the machines of death. Life prolonged amidst the struggle of suffering dire. They cruelly delay the inevitable end. Blood pressure dips and then spikes. Breathing softens as the end comes near. Dear relief comes after a long while of desperate hanging on to precious life. His staring eyes are finally bandaged, providing an appearance of some peace. The inevitable end is coming near. Even his breathing continually softens. A chaplain enters our medical sanctuary to offer a meaningful prayer for our brother. Not all of us are religious, but are spiritual. We know that our dying one believed in prayer. It is time to accept his wishes, not our own. We listen in silence to the chaplain's words. Some of us receive solace from the soliloquy. There is an obvious peace that comes to us. The time now comes, the dreaded words are heard. We will take him off the ventilators. Your struggle, dear brother, is now over. You are finally at peace with this earthly plane. Now come the preparations for the care of our sibling. Administration of details must come together all of a sudden. Yet these details seem sacrilegious. We must each come to terms with the end. We make our separate plans and promises. Life for each of us must go on as grief descends. We each feel the terrible loss of a jolly soul. Roger Wayne McNair, you will be sorely missed. Your mirth, your sense of humor, your jubilant spirits all made you what you were to me. Yet your bright soul lives on in all of your family. Thank you.